Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. This might be only my second video, but it's something that I had been thinking a long time about making, and really have been having the urge to dabble in YouTube, so I decided to give it a shot and see how it goes. So hopefully you'll find this video interesting and you will subscribe. The purpose of my channel is, just to talk about beauty, and I know there's a lot of beauty channels out there, and I wanted to do a channel that was maybe a little bit different. I wanted to talk about some things that were, try to find the right words. I want to talk about things that were relevant to people who maybe were a little bit older. I'm only 33, but I do have 5 kids, so I'm a busy mom for makeup. So I really wanted to get on here and kind of talk about some things that were maybe a little bit more relevant. I find that sometimes when you're watching some of the bigger beauty bloggers, vloggers, beauty gurus, whatever you want to call them, they kind of go off on tangents, and they kind of talk about things that really maybe aren't pertinent to real life. Or, they might talk about, how they have an 80-step makeup routine. Well, I'm sorry, but I have no time for an 80-step makeup routine. I can do an 80-step makeup routine, like if it's date night, or if by some stroke of luck all the housework's done, all the cooking and cleaning is done, and the kids are taking a nap, and the stars align, and the moon is in the right position, and you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, it's really hard for moms to find time for themselves and find time for beauty. And we're also on a budget, so we're a single income family, so we can't be out spending tons and tons of money on makeup. We can't be out wasting money on makeup that is something that's not going to work for us, something that we're going to end up completely hating. So you kind of see where I'm going here. So I want to talk about things that are more user-friendly, things that are going to be worth your dollar, worth your dime, something that somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience can use, someone who doesn't have a lot of time can use. Just take all the fluff and the fads and, that kind of thing out of it. So, those of you who don't know me at all, my name is Caitlin. Like I said, I have 5 kids. So today we're going to talk about subscription services. It's a huge thing. So everybody has them. Everybody is getting them. There's a whole bunch of different kinds. There's just so many. And there's so many channels that devote their entire time to, unboxing subscription boxes on camera, trying out product, trying on product, talking about the products. I mean, they do a great job. I watched several of them. It's one of my favorite videos. Point being is that, it's money. It's hard-earned money. It's money that maybe you don't have. Maybe it's money that, is hard for your family to budget and give up. So you don't want to subscribe to the wrong subscription box, but maybe it's something you're really into. So the first thing I want to talk about is type of people who may not be a good fit for a subscription service. And the reason why I want to go into this is because not everybody does fit that mold. Now, of course, there are pros and cons to each of my points, and I'm going to actually talk out of both sides of my mouth. How's that for confusing? I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth and kind of say this is somebody who may not enjoy a subscription service, but on the other hand, that might be somebody who totally could use a subscription service, or maybe a perfect fit for a subscription service. The first person that, when I think about a subscription service and what usually comes in the box, is I've been a subscriber to 2 different services for a year now, so I feel like I can speak confidently about it. First person that comes to mind to me that may not benefit or may not enjoy a subscription service is somebody who is particular or set in their ways. Somebody who is particular. Now, this could be somebody who uses the exact same powder, the exact same foundation, exact blush, exact mascara, exact eyeshadow, lipstick, whatever your makeup routine may be, that you only use that brand and that shade. You hit pan on every single thing you buy. You use up every single item that you purchase. You don't vary. You don't sway. You don't differentiate. You may not be somebody who would benefit from a subscription service. On the other hand, though, you may be the type of person who would benefit from a subscription service because maybe you're looking to try something new, expand your horizons, and do it on a budget, because these boxes are always worth a lot more than you initially pay. And that kind of goes for someone who's set in their ways, if you're particular or set in your ways. Another thing about being particular, some people, they're very particular about the colors they use, they're very particular about the finishes that they use, they're very particular about the certain brands that they use. There's a lot of people talking about, you know, brands being canceled. You know, that's the lingo. A canceled brand is, you know, somebody who you're no longer following because, you know, for whatever reason. But if you're set in your ways, you know, and you won't use certain brands, or, you know, if you're cruelty free, or if you are vegan, or if you have a lot of allergies, you know, you may not be the person who would benefit from a subscription box, because you don't get to cherry pick what goes into your box. Another person who may not benefit from a subscription service is somebody who is new to makeup. So let's say, you know, you're a younger girl and you don't use a lot of makeup because you haven't been allowed to for whatever reason, or say you are a woman who was raised by a mom that maybe didn't wear a lot of makeup, so she couldn't pass on that knowledge to you on how to apply it, how to wear it, and that's why you're on YouTube, you know, watching tutorials. They tend to send you things that are sometimes a little bit loud. And I say that, you know, not in a bad way. Like sometimes they'll send you a purple lipstick, and if you're new to makeup, you may not want to wear a purple lipstick, or they'll send you a liquid eyeliner, and that's sometimes a really hard thing for people to master at first. You know, it's hard enough to master a pencil, let alone something you have to put on with a brush or has a felt tip applicator or whatever. Those are just some examples. Now, on the other side of that argument, if you're new to makeup, this is a great way to try a variety of products in a variety of styles and colors to see what you like and what works for you and what fits for you, because you don't know your particular needs and tastes yet. I did mention this one already, but if you have a lot of allergies, maybe a subscription service isn't for you. I will say that the services are getting better about being vegan and using things that are paraben free, and, you know, being really choosy about the brands that they choose to represent in their boxes, because that's something that a lot of people are really conscious about. You know, am I using something with a lot of toxins in it? You know, are they testing their products on animals? Are they testing certain ingredients that are found in their products on animals? You know, that's becoming something that's a big concern for a lot of people. So I will say these boxes or services are going more in that vegan, paraben-free, you know, cruelty-free direction, but they're not 100%. So you may get products in your box that you will not use because it doesn't align with your ethics. And also allergies. You know, if you have extreme sensitivities to things that are commonly found in makeup, this may not be the service for you, because where you might get, you know, products that are really clean and green, have a lot of sensitivities, this may not be for you, because 2 out of the 5 or 6 items in the box might not work for you. And like, that's a shame. You know, you want to be able to use the items in your box. That's kind of my argument on the whole allergies front. If you have too much makeup, so if you have gobs and gobs of makeup everywhere, if you collect it, you use it, you have Alex drawers full of it, you know, you have to organize it by style and color and brand and however it is you choose to do it, and you have a ton of stuff, a subscription service might not be for you, because you're going to have at least 5 items coming to your door, and there's no way you're going to be able to get through it all. So you're essentially just wasting the money, because you're never going to be able to use it. And makeup doesn't have an infinite shelf life. On the other hand, if you're a makeup enthusiast and you want to collect makeup and keep makeup, then maybe you would really benefit from a subscription service, because you're going to get a lot more makeup for a lot less money. So the other thing that I wrote down that I thought of for somebody who may not be big on a subscription service is you're just not into that many products. You don't use that many products. Maybe you're a, you know, chapstick, eyeliner, mascara girl. Nothing wrong with that. You know, maybe you're that kind of a person. And that's not a bad thing, but you're not going to use the lipsticks and the blushes and the bronzers and the powders and the foundations and all the other things that come in the box. You're not going to use them. So again, you're paying money for something that you're not even going to use. However, if you know, are a person who doesn't use many products for whatever reason, and you want to start branching out and expanding your horizons, a box may be for you. So, and I did think of a few more things why a subscription service may be for you, is you may want makeup for a bargain, because like I said, you're going to pay so much money for a subscription, and the box is usually 4 to 5 times more than that. It's just kind of what I've found. And also, if you do get things in your box that you're not going to use, they make excellent gifts for your friends and family. So those are a couple of reasons why you may want keep a subscription service or get a subscription service. And those are just some of my thoughts. If you have anything else you want to add, or anything else that you maybe thought of for reasons why someone may want a subscription service, or reasons why someone may not, put it in the comments. We'd love to hear it. That was my little plug on that. I actually subscribe to 2 services myself. I spend a lot of time watching a lot of videos on YouTube, seeing what kind of items come in these boxes. Do I get excited when these people are opening their boxes and unboxing these things and explaining them to me? Some of my favorites to watch are Kathleen Lights. I love watching, oh goodness gracious, I want to say Alexandria Ryan. Is that it? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think it's Alexandria Ryan. She has like 100,000 subscribers. She mainly does unboxings, and she's hilarious. She's so cool, so super cute. I think those are the 2 that I mainly watch. I'll link some channels below. Those are some of the people that I subscribe to and watch, and I love them. I think their channels are great. And Alexandria she does every single box that there is. A girlfriend must spend a ton of money on subscription boxes. I think she gets some of them in PR, but most of them she pays with her own money. The 2 boxes that I subscribe to, I have paid for. I do Ipsy and I do Boxy Charm. So I spent a lot of time and really researched to see which ones I would get, because, like I said, single family income, or single income family, I didn't want to waste my money. I didn't want to waste my time. So those are the 2 that I chose. That's just because it works for me. You may want to go and explore some other channels and see some other things. But I feel like if you're going to start a subscription service, these are the 2 that I would consider. Ipsy I've done for 2 years. Boxy Charm I've done for 1. And as a whole, I have been really satisfied with both companies. And I'll explain them a little bit. I don't want to go into too much detail, because you can find information about these boxes on their websites. You can find information about these services on other channels that have been unboxing them for months. But I will tell you, Ipsy just kind of fell into my lap. They were kind of the OG subscription service. You know, they were kind of first ones the first ones that kind of made it big. Boxy Charm kind of came up behind, but it was Kathleen Lights who sold me on Boxy Charm, so that's who did. But I'm going to go into both and explain them both to you. So this is the January 2019 Ipsy bag. Ipsy always comes in a little makeup pouch, which is really cute. And also really annoying. So I say that with love. I am very grateful for my Ipsy bags. They're always very cute. They're always well made. I've never had one fall apart. And I do keep them, but I donate a lot of them too. So some things that people have said that they do with these bags, they call mini cosmetic bags in a year. You don't need that many cosmetic bags. So there are a lot of ways that you can recycle these. You can donate these. I've seen people trying to sell them. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, everybody gets an Ipsy bag. They're not going to want to buy your used Ipsy pouch. Yard sales would maybe work, but I have heard of people like stuffing them with feminine products and tampons and donating them to women's shelters. I've heard of people donating them to high schools to hand out to girls who forget feminine products that they might need at school when they go down to the school nurse. That way it's discreet and nobody sees what's going on. There's tons of things you can do with these bags, but those are just a couple of ideas. Ipsy is a monthly service. It is $10 a month. You actually will go online. They have an app, so you can put the app on your smartphone or device, and you take a quiz, a beauty quiz, where you answer questions about your hair color, your skin tone, your preferences, your eye color, your skin type, your hair type, your brands that you love, brands that you hate. And they're actually getting ready to revamp the quiz again from what is said inside the little pamphlet inside the pouch. And then every month, you get to rate the products that you get on your app or on the website, and they give you points, and then you trade those points in for more stuff. So it's kind of cool. And you can also, if you refer a friend, you can also get more stuff. And you get discounts on other brands and things. So say you get a sample size of something in your bag that you absolutely love, you get to get it on a discount for like that month, So it's pretty cool. The thing with Ipsy is it's mostly travel items, or deluxe sample sizes, what they call deluxe sample sizes, where you get maybe 4 to 5 uses out of that container. and typically one full-size product. So that full-size product is typically a makeup brush, an eyeliner, sometimes it's a mascara, sometimes it's a nail polish. If you notate that you like nail polishes, I have it on there to not send me nail polishes. I have a million of them, and I don't bother to paint my nails because it just chips, because I do dishes at least 3 times a day. So it just doesn't work for me. But don't expect to get an eyeshadow palette in here, or, you know, sometimes I'll do a full-size blush. You know, you'll see things like that, but don't expect to get, you know, big full-size items. It's just because it's not going to fit in this bag. And one of the complaints with Ipsy is that they don't notate prices. So I took the liberty of going online and looking for the full-size product and figuring out how much by ounce the bag is worth. So my math might be off a little bit, but I'm pretty spot on. So the full-size product that I got this month was actually a Luxie brush. Luxie makes its way into subscription services a lot, and that's okay because Luxie is awesome. Luxie is a great brand. It's a vegan brand. It's cruelty-free. So this is a synthetic brush. If you have animal allergies and you use a natural hair brush, you may actually, you know, have a reaction from that. I actually saw a girl use a horsehair brush, and she was allergic to horses, and her face like literally puffed out. So just be careful, make sure you know your products, make sure you pay attention. But with Luxie brushes, you don't have to worry about that. It's still super soft. I did use this today. This is the Luxie 1010 Small Contour. It has an ergonomic handle. I don't know if you can see like the divot in the handle, so that it's more comfortable when you're holding it and using it. And I love it because it does fit right in the hollow of your cheek where you're going to do your contour. So it is really cute. I actually did both. I contoured with this today, cleaned it off, and then applied my blush. So I preferred it for a blush brush versus a contour. I use more of a dense brush that's kind of oval shaped. You can see it's like a round top, slightly domed and fluffy. So it actually made a really great blush brush. Like, you have to do a little bit more work with it, but if you have like a smaller face like I do, it really worked well for me. I could also see somebody highlighting like gently with this through here. So 5 children. You could also powder under the eyes with this. It's a nice little brush. Now, when I went looking for this, Luxie is not sold in Ulta or Sephora, which is like one of the 2 beauty stores that most people have around them. I did find that Nordstrom sells Luxie. So if you have a Nordstrom around you, you may be able to find Luxie there. Otherwise, you'd have to go on their website. This brush is not on their website. They call this the Pro Collection. And I found these brushes. I did not find this brush. The closest one that they had was something called an angle contour, and it was sold for $36. So I'm giving this a value of $36. I did go on Ipsy's website, and Ipsy users rated this brush a 4.5 stars, 4.5 stars out of 5. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but you know, a $36 brush in a box or in a subscription bag that only costs $10 a month. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning. Cost $10 a month for Ipsy. So that's not bad. You've already tripled your cost of your bag, and then some. The next product that I got in the bag is actually a deluxe sample size of the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. This is a 12-hour full coverage foundation, and it has SPF 15, which I can appreciate. And I got it in the shade Fair Sand. So as far as shade match, I'm wearing it today. The shade match was not bad. It was a little fair and a little yellow. I would like it to be a little bit cooler tone and maybe just a little bit darker, slightly darker, not by much. I did notice that it tended to accentuate some dryness, but again, that could be because of the primer I used, and I did not use a hydrating primer. I used an illuminating primer, so that could be part of it too. So I would definitely try this again with an illuminating or with a hydrating primer and maybe help set it with my sponge. But I did not hate this. It is a 0.24 ounce, so about 1/4 of an ounce, which would make this sample worth about $5.50. So I went on to Ulta's website. It was rated 4.25 stars, and Sephora had it rated at 4 stars. I also think you could build it to full coverage, but it does not go on full coverage with one application. That's something else that I found. My favorite product that was in the bag this month was the Ahava hand cream. I think I'm saying that right. It's Ahava or Ahava or Ahava. I think it's Ahava. This was the Dead Sea Water Mineral Hand Cream in Sunkissed. A rich hand cream drenches your hands in velvety smoothness while marine and floral notes awaken your senses. You are sun-kissed. Apply anytime. Approved for sensitive skin. This is a vegan and paraben-free product, and it is allergy tested according to the bottle. I love this. I would buy this in the full size. Like, they totally sold me on this. I have the driest hands known to man because just as much as I am washing dishes, I am washing my hands. I have 2 in diapers and I babysit 2 more in diapers during the week while my kids are in school. So I'm constantly washing my hands, constantly have my hands wet and in water, giving baths, doing laundry, cleaning, you know, the whole 9 yards. So I have the driest hands in the winter, and this stuff went on like a dream. It was smooth and velvety, just like the bottle said. It absorbed right away. It was not greasy, and the scent was awesome. Full size, and I intend to buy this in full size. They carry this brand at Ulta, and this hand cream, this particular hand cream was 5 stars. And they also sell this size at Kohl's for $6. There was no reviews and no ratings. So I don't know if this is a newer product for them, but Ulta had 5 stars, and it was over, I think it was 200 reviews. It was quite a few reviews. So this is not so new, but it might be new to Kohl's. The next thing I got in my Ipsy bag, I need to move this along. This video is going to be 3 million years old, is the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. This is a Korean brand. Everything on the back is written in Korean. And this is 0.16 ounces, and it was described on the website as a silky surface with prismatic pearls to revitalize dull skin. And like I said, it is a Korean brand. It's not something I'm familiar with. The only website that I could find aside from their brand website is beautylish.com, where it had 4.5 stars. When you squeeze this out of the bottle, it is literally looks like a little pearl just got dropped out of the bottle onto your hand. But like I said, jury's still out. And the last thing I have here is an Ipsy eyeshadow, which I hate the packaging. I really hate the packaging. So it's a single pan. You can put it in a Z palette. This is in the shade Boho, but this has no rating online. It has 9 stars, and I just went to swatch it, and it's really kind of powdery, which isn't uncommon for a matte shadow. I didn't want to swatch it on my hand because my hands are so dry. Let me swatch right here. That's 2 dips in the pan. You can see, I don't know, the color might be off. It's like a mauve rose color. It's pretty. I mean, it's not, I will definitely pop it into a Z palette and use it. This is kind of what a typical bag looks like for me. I don't typically get hand creams because I feel like you can only use so many, and I typically tell them not to send me hand creams. But I'm glad they sent me that one because that's by far the winner for me in the bag. I love getting makeup brushes in bags. I think it's awesome. The other 3 products, the primer, the foundation, the eyeshadow, I mean, they're not bad. They're definitely something I'll use, something I'll try. But do you see kind of what I was saying in the beginning of the video? You might get things that you're going to use, and you might get things that you're not going to use. So, you know, this primer to me is kind of specific. It's specific to taste. It's specific to, you know, what you're going to like. It's a little bit more on the radical side of things. Most people, you know, especially if you're using makeup, you know, and you like very basic types of makeup, it might be a deal breaker for you. So that is the Ipsy bag. It is $10 a month. That the total for the Ipsy bag this month, for my calculations, was $60.66. So for a $10 bag, you got 6 times your money back. So it's pretty good. I definitely think that Ipsy is fun. It's a good bag. If you get something in your bag that you absolutely hate, rate it horribly and tell them not to send it to you again. And most of the time, they're pretty good about that. They will listen. Boxy Charm comes in a box like this. It is a $21 a month subscription service. If you prepay by 3 months, 6 months, or a full year, you do get a discount, which is kind of cool. They did just start doing Boxy Luxe, which is a $50 every 3-month service. So I am subscribed to Boxy Charm. They take the money out of my account every month on the 1st $21, but on the 3rd month, so I just got my first Boxy Luxe in December. So in March, I will get a $50 charge instead of a $21 charge, and I will not get the small box, but I will get the bigger box. And it was amazing, and it was great. So I'm definitely going to show it to you guys when it comes in. But this is the Boxy Charm. So this is by far, I think, the reigning queen of subscription boxes, and let me show you why. And this is even, to me, I say that because I have loved every single box I ever got. This is my least favorite box of all that they have ever sent me. Just gonna throw that out there and be real with you guys. But I still love this service. I still will continue to use the service, and I am still not mad at it, if that makes sense. So the first product in the box that I want to talk to you about, but this is the Briogeo Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. No sulfates, no silicones, no pyramids. And I have not tried any Briogeo products. This is a hair care product. I'm super excited to do that. They are only available in Sephora or on their website. And at Sephora, this product got 4.25 stars, but I've seen a lot of beauty gurus, vloggers talk about Briogeo. It's something that they live and breathe for. So I'm really super excited to try this. Little bummed that's a smaller bottle. I'm going to go through this pretty quick, especially with 4 other girls in the family too that would benefit from a product like this. But I'm definitely excited to give this a try. The next thing that came in the box is a great brand, a fantastic brand. I have some of their skincare in my cabinet that I'm using right now, and I love it. Good brand. So I was really excited to see this brand in the box. However, it's a product that I hate. It's just a product that I don't like to use. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mask. So probably there are people out there like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? How do you not like a Tatcha mask? Like, I love Tatcha. I will be the first to say it. I hate sheet masks. I just hate them. I feel like I'm draping stuff on me, and I feel like in Mean Girls when Damien is putting the lunch meat on his face and they're calling him an art freak. Do you know what I'm talking about? I know you do. So that's what I feel like whenever I do a sheet mask, and I feel like I'm not necessarily getting a lot of skincare benefits. I feel like I'm just laying some skincare on my face and then taking it off, and then when I rub it in, my face usually feels tacky. I have not tried these. This may be completely different, but any other sheet mask I've ever tried, I feel like it's the same thing. Plus, I'm putting this cold mask on my face. It's a personal thing. I know there are people out there who love sheet masks. I prefer a nice mask get put on that's gonna dry and set and do its thing, and then I wash it off. That's my kind of mask. This, I feel like I have to sit there like this and not move, and I'll do a sheet mask when I'm soaking in the tub. That's when I do my sheet masks. So it takes me forever to use them because how often does a mom of 5 get to soak in the tub? Not too often. But I was super excited to see this brand. So I'm super grateful to Boxy Charm, and I will use these. They did send to, this is something you can get at Sephora, and these were given 4.2 stars. So we will see. These have a $24 value. The Briogeo, I didn't mention this, has a $12 value. So kind of excited. The next thing I got in my box, which again is an eyebrow pencil. Now, you can tell I don't do much with my brows. A, I don't have the time. B, I don't have the talent. C, I have pretty good brows. I'm pretty blessed. So I have to kind of get over it. But this is a brand called Billion Dollar Brows. It's BDB, and it's called a Universal Brow Pencil. So this is a shade that is apparently good for everybody. Now, I don't see how that is true because this is a dark shade. Like, that's pretty dark. Like, I could not use this on my daughters who have blonde hair. They'd look like it would not match. And it even has a slight reddish undertone, which works for me because my hair has a slight reddish undertone when I'm in the sun. I'm also a brunette. So this shade is perfect for me. I love this. I did fill in my brows a little bit. It was easy to use. It's retractable, which I love. You saw how easy it glides on. It's not dry. This reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. It's really, really great. It comes with the spoolie on the other end. It has the cover to keep your spoolie clean. It's a nice spoolie. Let me take this off. It's a nice spoolie. You can see it's thicker, but it's not too thick. It's not too long. So you can get real precise control with it. I'm just not a huge brow product person. So I don't hate it, but it's not something I'm probably going to use every single day. But I am going to make an effort to use this and try to get more comfortable and maybe start playing with my brows a little bit more, because I do love makeup. I do love to do full glam. I could probably do more with my brows. Will it be something I'll do every day? No, but there's room for education. So this is something that I found. They saw it at Kohl's, and it actually had 5 stars, and there were 77 reviews for 5 stars. This is an $18 pencil. Not a bad price, not a bad review on it. I don't think it had one negative review. It had all excellent reviews. So excellent, excellent, excellent. And Kohl's is something that a lot of people have, which makes it nice. Next product in the box is something that I'm actually going to apply, and I probably should have done this in the beginning because I've gone this whole video with no lip color on. I did it intentionally because I intended to try this on camera. This is the Ofra Liquid Lipstick in Havana Nights. I've never had an Ofra product. Never had an Ofra highlight, never had an Ofra liquid lip. People rave about this. You can get Ofra on Ulta.com, only online, or at Ofra's website. And this one had 4 stars, and people said that they love the formula, they love the application, they love the dry down, they don't feel dry. These are some things that I hear about it. I don't hear too many people complain about Ofra. It's your standard doe foot applicator. I think I've even heard of Havana Nights. I thought it was a collab color. Maybe I'm making things up. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on camera. First time ever applying lipstick on camera. What do you think? Not bad. Doesn't have a scent, so that's kind of nice.
We have chocolate.
Yep, half chocolate.
Yay!
Yay! I love scented items. I love scented things. But if the lip scent is too strong, that tends to bother me because I feel like you can taste it and I feel like you can breathe it in. This is pretty vampy. This is definite date night, definite holiday. I don't hate it. I'm definitely gonna keep it. I think it's really pretty. It is drying down. I want to give it a few more minutes because I can still feel the tacky before I do the kiss test on the back of my hand to see about transfer. But I'm super excited about this. Like, I wish it was a different color. I wish it was a more wearable color because I'm not gonna get the wear out of this that I usually would get. So do you see what I mean about this box? It's like, it's not like I hate it, but it's just not, something that I'm going to use every day, which that's, kind of a bummer. But again, it is a different color because I do get a lot of berries and nudes and mauves, which is my go-to shade for, especially for the daytime, in my boxes. So it is kind of nice to get something different, but it's not something I'm going to be able to use every day. So I feel like it's like, oh man, I wish I would have got something a little more universal, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm not mad at it. Just demonstrating, kind of the unpredictability of the boxes. The last item I don't have in my possession anymore because I have already gifted it to my sister-in-law. I will enter a clip here. I wanted to take a minute and show you the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. I'm not going to be keeping this for my Boxy Charm because these are very similar to some colors I already have. It has a mirror, as you can see. And there's a whole bunch of shades. It's a really pretty palette, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely gorgeous. And my cat's screaming in the background. You can actually see me in the reflection there, but I wanted to show it to you. It is eight shades. They're all shimmers, and this is even like a satin. You would think it's a matte, but it's like a satiny shimmer. Really, really pretty. But the reason why I personally won't be keeping it is because of, I have my Anastasia palettes, and I feel like especially like the Sultry palette, if you kind of hold them side by side here, you can see there's like a lot of similarities there. It's just not something that I necessarily need. The same can be said for my Soft Glam palette. You take a look at those shimmers and colors that are in, and you compare it again. You can see that there's a lot of similarities. So between the two palettes, I pretty much have what is available in this palette here. Even though I do love it, I am going to gift it to my sister-in-law and let her enjoy it. So again, that's why I decided to get rid of it. It's something that's very similar to a lot of things that I have. It really matches, like I showed in that clip, the two Anastasia palettes that I already have that are, you know, big users for me. I'm about to be photobombed. But like today, for instance, I did do an eye look that would match the palette as closely as I could. So let me lean in here so you can see. So this is the eye look that I came up with. And I will show you the colors. Hi, Quinn.
Daddy's saying no chocolate.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just let me finish this video. Hold on. So on the top is the Soft Glam palette, and I went right in with this shade here, which is, nope, I did not that. I lied. I went in with the shade right here, Burnt Orange, in my crease.
I like your same color.
Thank you. And then I went in with Rose Quartz on my lid, and on my brow bone. On my brow bone, I went in with Fresh. So you can, the only thing that I could see about, and I think I mentioned this in my clip and I can't remember, the thing that I could see about the Rainforest of the Sea palette is there was no matte shade, so there were no transition shades. So you're definitely gonna have to use it in tandem with another product. Again, not a deal breaker, and it had 4 stars on Sephora. It's not available at Ulta. So I'm guessing, and this is something, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the Rainforest of the Sea collection is a Sephora exclusive collection, similar as the Tarte Shade Pink Concealer is an Ulta exclusive item. So, all in all, the box had a value of $110. Like I said, it was a $21 a month subscription service. So, overall, both bags, both boxes, both services were not bad. Like I said, they were high quality products. You could see by the ratings, nothing was below 4 stars on the popular websites. You definitely got your value and your money's worth. The products that came weren't overly crazy, but there were some products in both services, in both bags, boxes, whatever, both subscription services that may not be great for universally for the reasons why we discussed at the beginning of the video. The next time I do one of these Ipsy Boxy Charm unboxings on my channel, it won't be as long. They'll be a lot faster. But I really wanted to kind of explain them and explain the premise of why I subscribe to these two and why I feel if you're considering a subscription service, one of these two may fit your bill. I hope that you like this video. I hope that you comment below. I definitely have very few subscribers. I think I have 0 at this point. So if you would subscribe, I would be super happy. If you would share this video with your friends, again, I'd be super happy, or tag somebody who maybe would like to see just this specific, if this is going to speak to them. I've sent my sister-in-law tons of Kathleen Light's videos like, why you need to get Boxy Charm, you need to get Boxy Charm. So definitely, you know, take the time to do that for me. That'd be great. I'm a baby channel, but I plan to continue to post. So that was the January Ipsy and Boxy Charm video for this month. Stay tuned for my next video, which I hope is something that may interest you. It is how I organized my husband's closet with 31 products. So stay tuned to see that, and I hope that you all have an amazing week, and I will see you all soon. Bye!